I think very much so, John. He's an avoided man indeed. Oh, and that's the reason why.
Goodness me, first punch of the fight, and it's all over. He's knocked him unconscious. The fight is all over with the first punch of the fight.
First
and
shot.
Down he went.
Yeah. As they come together, let's have a look at it. Just a right hook around the guard, isn't it? There it was there. Whipped that shot in. There you go. Gagne looked like he was trying to land a shot of his own. Or he just dropped his hand slightly, didn't he? And he just whipped it around the guard.
Well, it looks as if the punches are taking a little more out of Renda than they are Samuels.
Oh, look at that! A simultaneous knockdown! Who's first to get up? It's Renda. They both landed. Samuel stays down. It's at 7. 8. He's not going to make it, is he? 9. 9.5. Just about. What an extraordinary incident. Have you ever seen anything like that?
Well, I remember once before in a cruiserweight title fight, both of them load up, left hooks, land at the same time, and the same reaction, both going down. Renda recovered the quicker of the two, but this doesn't happen very often.
That is what happened next, isn't it? For years to come.
ลูกหมากรถยนต์ตองหนึ่งครับคุณปณวัฒน์ก็มาลุ้นอยู่ด้วยทีแล้วเชิญนะครับให้เข้าไปโอ้ยไม่ธรรมดาครับทายของเก่าออกมาเป็นทางเลยครับเรียบร้อยครับน้ำตกโอ้โหจุกออกทางปากเลยครับโอ้โห
Ortiz got caught leaning, then he landed a right and a left combination. Counter right, and then Ortiz drops Maidana. Ortiz gets dropped from a big right hand.
And his legs are very shaky, Bob.
Shaky. He seems to be the worst for wear. He doesn't seem to be as stable as
He needs to hold, or this could be very bad news for Ortiz.
Oh, good uppercut by Jackson.
Another right hand lands. Body shot almost knocks Lee through the ropes. Jackson's power is simply devastating Lee, and there's a perfect right-hand counter off the ropes. And Benji Esteves stops the fight. What an amazing comeback knockout for Andy Lee.
Just what I told you, Jim.
Here's the replay.
Here you see he caught him with the uppercut. He thought for sure you had him. He's wounded. He hit him with the right hand. He thinks Andy is dead right here, so he's just letting go the defense, and he's all out on offense. Never even thinking that Andy still has the power to come back. Andy, with the big heart that he has, exchanges a right hook for overhand right, and down goes Jackson.
And Benji Esteves didn't bother with a count as Jackson lay face down, twitching on the canvas in an awkward position with his right arm under his body.
He's almost frightening.
It's savage. These punches are savage. These guys are putting everything into every punch.
Oh, it is extraordinary. Well, defense, second shots, forget it. And here comes Katsidis, gambling, trying to get her out of there. They can't count every shot here. There are dozens going in. But somehow, Earl stays on his feet. Comes back with that. All around the stadium, people are standing up and cheering.
One good shot from Earl, and this one would be over. I know he's taken a hell of a lot, John, but Katsidis has nearly punched himself out now. This is tremendous.
Well, there have been some memorable nights looks at this wonderful old arena in North London, a listed building for its architecture, it might also be for its pugilism. And look at this.
Oh my word, John, this is incredible. It's incredible. Two-fisted attack from Casitas. How else standing up to this, I don't know.
And coming back with that last few seconds. Goodness knows what these lads are earning in there, but whatever it is, it's an astonishing fight. Quite astonishing, and they've almost punched themselves to a standstill in this richly dramatic fourth round.
You know, I always say that regardless of what talent you have, it comes a fight sooner or later where your talent will not carry you there because of the style of the opponent or whatever.
Shane Mosley learned that last Saturday night. Again, once again, third knockdown of the night.
Who never saw it.
You know, that's pretty amazing because between rounds, Alton Murkerson, Roy Jones's hand-picked trainer from Pensacola.
Roy was just getting in the mode of having a good time at this stage right here. And as I was saying earlier, this guy was surviving because he wasn't that aggressive. And once he started coming in and committed himself, Roy just took advantage of him, caught him with a nice counter punch.
Well, Roy found the trick for knocking him out. He put his hands behind his back.
He said, come on. You can't get any better than this.
Well, the right hand of Imam is tremendous. Yeah, you called it perfectly, Barry. And look at that. I told you, everybody's Oh, that's a hard fall. And you see the handler there. I think that's Luis Perez, the cut man. And Stacy McKinley jumped on Luis Perez and said, let the fighter be. The rule is that he can't be aided getting in the ring or held down, either one. And look how quickly he got back up.
Look at Robinson. Yeah, that's a warrior right there, guys.
He got in plenty of time.
Looked like he was right on the tempo, huh?
Yeah. Similar to the 1-2 that Jeremy Bryan got knocked out by Imam on Showbox. And this is a great angle. You see the microphone there, and he goes head and shoulder down first. And Stacy McKinley pulls his man off. It's remarkable that Robinson had the presence of mind to handle this the way he did and just climb right back in the ring like he was
Absolutely.
like he was supposed to be there.
And you know, it wasn't only the punch that knocked him down, it was two solid jabs that set up the knockout punch.
And to Jamie Howe's credit, he took a good long look.
To Cowie, the first round I gave him. But he has all the momentum his way right now.
Alex, don't you think that more punches from Holyfield have gotten in beyond the defenses of Cowie in this fight than the tapes that we watched together? And here's Holyfield.
But look there, Al. He missed about 10 consecutive punches. Just when you were talking about it, Cowie got underneath almost every punch from Holyfield and came back and landed punches of his own. You just have to watch Dwight very closely.
Someone is and somebody in a parachute has just landed on the edge of the ring, has been pulled away by security guards. The fight has been brought to a halt. There's a massive melee at ringside as this fellow with a motorized parachute has landed right on top of spectators and officials at ringside. He's in the midst of a mass of security guards now. Rock Newman, Riddick Bowe's manager, was right there. This is a monumental disaster. Right now, police are filing by me at ringside and grabbing this gentleman who has created a monstrosity of an interruption in the bout. His parachute has caught itself up on a row of ring lights. Now we're going to take a look at an earlier shot of the parachutist before he came down. There he was on the left of the ring. And let's see what happened as he approached ringside. There it is. lights, as you see there, and his body landed on the ring apron right on top of a variety of people.
This is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen at a prize fight. And I've seen a few bizarre things.
Dangerous about this, it wasn't only a parachute, he's got some motorized
exactly. It's a heavy
up a lot of people.
It's a heavy capsule under that parachute with a motorized attachment. There could have been a propeller there for all we know, George. And if nobody has been hurt, it will be a near miracle.
I've seen blood on one hand out there.
Brock Newman, Bo's manager, went nuts. It could be the best thing to happen to Riddick Bowe if there's a 10 or 20 minute delay, as now seems possible.
Right. It may be an angel out of the sky.
You see Bowe covering up to stay warm.
For Riddick Bowe.
Well, they're going to work on his cuts right now.
Just when you think you've seen everything, you know you haven't, and there'll be more crazy stuff to follow.
And it was already a bizarre night as the result of the fighting that went past the bell for about 10 seconds at the end of round 4. Here's what was happening in the ring at the time that the parachutist landed. You'll see, there he is, entering at the left side. And you see people backing away and trying to avoid the capsule and the motorized contraption attached to it. Here's a look at him much, much earlier this evening from our blimp coverage. As this took place, we are told that our blimp cameraman tried to alert us to the possibility that this was going to happen. That's why he was zooming in and out, as you can see here. And there it is. He targeted the ring and came right down. Well, this guy is going to wind up in the Slammer in Vegas tonight, and with doggone good reason.
What charges, I wonder?
What charges?
Yeah.
Doing an outrageous thing to get some publicity for himself.